All right, guys, so this is going to be a quick video. I'm still not feeling so good. I think I got a little bronchitis now. I can't sleep. I'm in my chest. Everything's rattling. My lungs, my throat. Everything's just so. But I did say that I would show you a couple of thoughts on this. So this is the Matchless into its cabinet. It's gorgeous. So I used to have the two cabinets. I had, two 412s, and I had an M160 and a 57 on one cab and M160 57 on the other cab. When I sold a straight cabinet, I sold the M160. So I only have one. So I had the M160 and 57 on the 412, which was awesome. And then I just used the 57 and a PR20 on the open back 212 Matchless cab, and it really sounded nice. But then I put a mark, I marked a tape on the cab where it was on the 412, and I pulled the M160 and I put it on the Matchless cab, and that was just like, whoa, whoa, different. So yeah, so I don't know. I tried to make 257s be as cool on the 412, but I'm probably gonna have to get another M160 because it adds so much dimension to have the two dynamics. They're fine, but man, the dynamic in the ribbon is that's the cat's meow. So anyway, here it is. So I'm gonna play a couple of minutes of this. You can just listen to it. This is my Strat. I think the whole thing's position 2 on the Strat. Going into the Matchless in channel 2. I think I turned it up a little bit, got it cranking. No, the master volume is off, but I've got it going through. I just got it cranked. And then I've got a little bit of Boss GE7 and a little bit of Sir Woodshed compressor. And then I go through my different overdrive pedals. I've got a light speed, I've got a King of Tone yellow and red, and I've got a Maxon 808. So I'm just gonna let you guys listen to it. It's so beautiful. And so the one that I had before was a 2012, like a reissue, or I don't know, not a reissue, but a newer one. And it's fantastic. It was fantastic. This is now all what's known as the Samson era. So what I can tell you from playing this thing for a couple of days after owning the other one with a cab for about a year and a half and using it a lot. I mean, I know that thing inside out and backwards. I will say, and this has nothing to do with it being Samson era or not. It could just be tubes. It could be a lot of things. This one sounds better. It's more. It's just more. It's like it just hits you. And the breakup is really amazing. I mean, the reissue, the newer one was pretty much just as great. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's not even a difference. It feels like there's a difference. It sounds like there's a little bit of a difference. But again, I don't think that has anything to do with. I don't know. What do I know? Some people say there's a difference. Some people say it's just a bunch of hooey. But it does sound amazing. The other thing, too, that I noticed, some people said, it seemed like some of the older ones were a little noisier, which they said, there's a fix where you can change out a cap or a filter. This is what I found with this amp. The actual amp sound coming out is not noisier to me. It's pretty much the same. The amp is heftier sounding than the old one, than the newer one, the one I had before. Sorry, I'm having like an allergy attack. I'm miserable right now. But what I did notice is the amp itself makes more noise, the physical amp. So what this amp reminds me of, check out this reference. Check out this reference. I bet nobody can guess this reference. This is like, is one the amp, and or is A the amp, or and B the modeler? Like those pale in comparison to this. Who knows what they think I'm going to say that this reminds me of, because of that feeling like the amp itself physically makes more noise when you turn it on. Not through the speakers, just the amp box. It reminds me of those early revision Uberschalls, like the original and the Rev 2. And because I had them all. I had Rev Blues, I had 2 originals, and I had about 2 or 3 Rev 2s. Somebody was saying that, like, oh, the earlier ones were a little bit more noisy, but they changed it or fixed it on the Rev Blue. They're quieter. But what they did, and I mean, hey, I'm not some amp guru, but from what I read, the plate voltage was higher on the original ones, and that had a certain sound. So having owned all of them, to me, the Rev Blue does not touch the originals. I don't even care for the Rev Blue ones personally. The original ones, that's money. Really, I think the only difference between the original and the Rev 2 is the gain taper is more gradual on the Rev 2, which, who cares? I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. I'm in here geeking anyway. I mean, if you were on tour and you had settings, it probably maybe would matter, but that was like the difference. But this amp has a little bit of Uberschall, and you'd think like that's not what I would like. You wouldn't think, oh, that's like has that Uberschall thing, but there's something about this amp sounds massive to my ears, just massive. And also, not so much on what I did here, because this is all channel 2, but I was messing around with channel 1 last night, and one of the things that prompted me to want to get this was doing the wedding band, because I learned, which I already knew how to play, but I relearned it, Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5. That is like, that's the, in that style, that's the Holy Grail song to me. That guitar playing and that guitar sound and that whole guitar thing that he's doing in that song is fantastic. I mean, it's just, and like, it felt like listening to it, it always felt like, that kind of sounds like a Matchless. Like, it's got that pop and that, like, I don't know. But anyway, so when I put up the video yesterday of me in here, just on the iPhone, somebody posted in it. They're like, oh, yeah, the whatever, James something or whoever from Maroon 5, he uses Matchless. So anyway, I don't know if all that, anyway. But it was just kind of funny. So anyway, a lot of talking. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling good. Here it is, channel 2 with my Strat. Position 2. Maybe I should put like, go to 5 minutes if you don't want to listen to me dribble. And I just go through all the different pedals, and yeah, here we go. So when I played through it, I right out of the gate I liked the light speed and the red side of the King of Tone the best. The red side of the King of Tone was more polished and controlled. The light speed was more vibrant, and this is the light speed here. Woo, man, sing some Jeff Buckley. I think this may be the red here. Yeah, I think that's red and light speed. Whew, man. Okay, so there you go. So that's a lot of things, a lot of different things. I would say I think this amp is amazing. I think this amp is absolutely gorgeous and inspiring. I've been practicing, and I want to get my mind. So I've got a new song that I'm going to start. I've already kind of partially written it. In the next few days, hopefully I go to Canada next week to teach. Before then, I want to get a little track put together using, the Matchless and, whatever else. But, I'll probably center it around the Matchless, and then I'll make a video before I leave for Canada. It won't be finished or mixed probably or anything, but it'll be good. So anyway, there you go. So, yeah. And here, real quick, you can hear this. So here's the Matchless with the PR20, the Heil mic, and the 57. And now I pull the PR20 out and put the M160. It was too bright, but that's better. It's more movement. Same thing. Here's the 800 through the slant cab with the 57 and the 160. And then here's with just two 57s because I pulled the 160 off and put it on the Matchless. So here's the cab with two 57s. I need to dial that in. It's maybe a little bright, maybe a lot bright. Here's with the M160. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I mean, it's kind of like almost like I feel like split the difference. This is also way louder. Let me make them the same level. You know what they say over at Gearspace? Oh, that volume makes you like it more. Here's the 257s. And with the 160 and 57. Yeah, I like the 160 better. Okay, well, there you have it. So, whoa. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. 10 more seconds, Matchless. It sounds like a symphony. Like, like when we did the wedding gig, they had a little string thing there. Just it sounds like a symphony. Because it's got this, but it's not overly kicking me here, so that's where the vocal is, and then it's got this. Yeah, it's really nice, man. Wow. All right. Oh, I gotta take kids to baseball.